Yeah. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. Let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 78 of the TGIF show. I'm your host, Hugo Smokes, and it looks like we got the orientation correct this time, but I'm still streaming on Instagram to my personal Instagram. I don't know why. I'm logged into to the Hugo Smokes. Is this better? The light? No, it's not better. And then the other camera wasn't working. Whatever. It's Friday. It's Black Friday. We're gonna smoke some a banger cigar. Let me know if the audio is good. Can you hear me? Epicurean Smokes, is the audio pretty good or what? Let me know. Let me know. Meanwhile, well, let me see if the audio is good, and then I'll tell you guys what I'm smoking. Because I got audio on my end. It's reading. So, StreamYard recently incorporated the vertical streaming simultaneously for Instagram, and then horizontal for let me see. Okay, yeah, because I'm improvised on the rig, so I got the old fine. Hello, is that better? Test 1 2 3. Test. Anyway, because we got audio, I'm smoking the H. Upman half Corona, and this is one of those cigars that I got in Guadalajara duty free. It is I believe 3.5 by 44 ring gauge half Corona. So one of the cigars that I will have available for the wedding during cocktail hour, and it's from 2024, so it's at least a year old. For Habanos, I think that's minimum. Ideal 1 to 2 years, right? Again, you have to be really knowledgeable on the crop for Cuban cigars. I'm not. Literally just like experimenting with Cuban tobacco recently. So I have smoked a previous H. Upman half Corona gifted to me from Oscar Artisan Cigars. And unfortunately, that one was super plugged. I probed a couple of these, and they are nice and normally, how should I say, normally, fuck, I forgot the name. Normally rolled. So it's fine. The draw's good. The flavor is amazing, like right off the bat. Lots of smoke. just getting an abundance of it's very like it's heavy on the leather on this cigar for sure. For being a little cigar, heavy on the leather, leather. There's some citrus zest. Right when I started the cigar, the first virgin puff, it was like a cinnamon roll. So bready, cinnamon spice coming in. Very nice cigar. But anyway, today is Black Friday. I remember when Black Friday started. Everybody was like freaking going crazy, right? Going to the stores and stuff like that. Um, and now it seems like it's kind of dead. But let me go ahead and take some roll call. We got Steven in the house. My boy, what's up? We got Gabriel Mendez in the house. Yes, sir. And we got Stogie Brody. Stogie Brody. Uh, so Epicurean Smokes was saying, yes, the audio is fine. Thank you, my good man. And on Instagram, we again, I'm streaming on Instagram. Interesting. So it adds the comments on top, not on the bottom on Instagram. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. At least you have a vertical view as opposed to like a horizontal view. So I'm not mad at that. And we got Fabian. Fabian, buenos días, señor. What's up? So yeah, so I was asking you guys, for Black Friday, it seems like the stores have Black Friday deals like all week, all month, all year. It seems like okay. It seems like the stores have like the Black Friday deals like, starting from very early in the month or something. So, oh, super floral on the retro. This cigar is really good. With 1 year of age, it's from 2024 December. Um, and yeah, so it seems like the deals start early. Me, I'm not a big Black Friday guy. I buy most of my stuff on Amazon. A lot of my stuff on Amazon is because it's sorry about that. Some fucking guys bumping music at 8 in the morning. Um, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Amazon's cool. Uh, damn, I totally lost my train of thought. Yes, just Black Friday deals. So you know, we do have to go shopping for my daughter because we're going to this to my wedding, to the wedding in December, and she needs like a little bit of accessories, right? She needs like a neck pillow. She needs what else? She needs a neck pillow. She needs some toiletry stuff. We already got her a roller, a carry on roller. Um, we got her a makeup little organizer, and other little things. But we need to go through her outfits to see if she needs any like new clothing and stuff like that. So we're gonna go actually in the stores and shop. Um, so we'll see how that goes. But for us, what matters is deals on cigars, right? Which today in the morning I woke up super early to go to the gym. In fact, I woke up at 2:30 today. I went to sleep like at 9:30, 10, something like that. Oh yeah, this cigar is really good. This cigar is really, really good. I am like super pleased. Wow, it's very clean on the retro hail. It's very clean on the palate. You know, it just makes a world of a difference when you have a good draw on a cigar. The same cigar was totally plugged. My first experience, and goddamn, that cigar sucked. Like I put it down halfway through. I told Oscar Artisan Cigars like, hey, my boy, like I smoked it, but it was like so plugged, like I didn't get any flavors. You know, it was just like super bitter, super tart, super charred um because it was like plugged. So if you guys bought any cigars from Cigar Artisan on his blowout, I hope that they're not super plugged. Yeah, it's from the box that we got over there in duty free in the airport. So yeah, woke up at like 1:32. Couldn't go back to sleep, so I started editing a video. And then I edited the video, and yeah, and then I got sleepy and I went back to sleep. So that's that. And then I woke up at 5, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and went to the gym, and I started getting like all these alerts for CP deals, or like a bunch of like flash deals, a bunch of how do you call it, like bundle deals. So if you're on my Discord, go check out the deal section. There's a Lefine lighter, free when you buy a box of Placencia. I've been wanting to get the Alma del Campo for a while because that's a really nice cigar for me. It's really like just like really medium bodied, really nice for me. Um, and I got a free single torch lighter that's worth like $100 and something. So like that's like a no brainer, right? Like they had that lighter like what, two weeks ago when we were in Guadalajara, and I showed Gabriel like, oh shit, look at the lighter, bro. But it was like it was expensive, you know. It was pricey, so I was like, I don't know, dude. It's a single torch. I mean, it's a nice brand, Lefine. You know, they got the bracelets, they got the other stuff, but still. So now you buy a box. The boxes they're not like super cheap. For example, like the one I bought was the Tribu, which is kind of like a Robusto Extra, 5.2 by 52, something like that. $140, $140. But the free lighter, you use chimp code. I'm sorry, the code chimp, 15% off. So the whole thing, I think, was like 130. You know, can't beat it with the stick. So yeah, so I'm excited for that. I hope that lighter works baller, dude. I don't even know why she opened the door. Like I don't know even listen to floral. There's like it's like floral, nutty, mm, uh, coffee, not coffee, espresso crema. Dude, this cigar is wow. Okay, I could only imagine with like 1 more year, 2 more years. See, that's the thing. Like Cuban cigars are said to go through phases, right? So like there's a phase, the sick period, which this one already went through. It's the first like 6 to 12 months. Um, and then they just start aging phenomenally, right? So they reach a peak. And apparently, at some point, there's another sick period where the cigars are not really good to smoke. Okay, That's very interesting. It sounds like a freaking differential equation, right, with many solutions. So your boy is an engineer, right? So I think I'm gonna have to, come up with a freaking spreadsheet of like, when did the cigar go through the second sig period after how many months or years of aging, right? And then it varies with the crop year also. It varies with the brands. So it's like, you know, smoking Cuban cigars is really a science, man. It's really a science. So I kind of get like a little bit irked when people were like, "Oh yeah, dude, like you smoke this Cuban, this and that, blah blah blah," and it's like the only Cuban they're gonna smoke in their life, and then they talk smack about it because unfortunately it was like a bad draw or bad burn line because they don't know how to light up the cigar. You know, uh, you have to know how to light up the cigar, man. Like, it's I don't know, it hurts me. But anyway, we got a lot of friends like Steven, Epicurean Smokes, Salvador, uh, AZ that are like super experienced with these. They've been buying boxes of Habanos for a while, right? And it's just like New Worlds. You New Worlds, you kind of have to experiment as well. I don't know how. I think the difference is like New Worlds. Sometimes you get them fresh and they're not ready. Okay, so you have to wait a few months and then smoke it again. But then how far along after that are they like, oh, they're not good anymore? It's also an experimental process, right? So it's all about experimenting. You have to experiment. Whether it's New Worlds, whether it's Cubans. Don't just smoke a cigar just to like, I'm gonna smoke a cigar. I'm gonna puff some smoke. Um, Whatever, like, no, man, like, pay attention to the cigar, respect it, you know what I mean? You respect the cigar, it's going to give you a good experience. Hopefully, if it was manufactured correctly, if the leaves were fermented correctly, and if it was shipped correctly, and then if it was stored correctly at the store, it wasn't like over humidified, under humidified, because we've seen that happen, right? If your storing conditions are ideal for the cigar, right? My buddy Giovanni is a good friend of mine from high school. Since I'm streaming on my personal IG. What's up, bro? We got Giovanni, we got Rendiskis, we got Yesenia, my friend Henry. What's up, man? We got Melina, we got Goretti. I don't know if they're still on. Kuno, Marie. Sorry, guys. I For some reason it's still streaming onto my personal IG. I have no idea why. I'm gonna have to experiment with that. It's so annoying, but at least the Mars, that's what it's called, where you could choose to stream horizontal or vertically, is working pretty good. I like it. So at least that's positive. The next step is to get the correct destination, the correct account. So Gabriel saying, I'm gonna look into that one for sure. All right, late dude, hurry up because those things are gonna fly. Hurry up, don't wait. I'm sure they're gonna fly at the shelf. They have like all the good placencias. They have the Alma del Campo. They have Alma del Fuego, which I don't really care for. They have the green band. I forget what it's called. And then the Reserva Original. So run, don't walk. Run, don't walk. Okay. Um, yeah. So that's that, man. About like enjoying your cigars. You know what I mean? Like, um, and if you're really trying to get into Cubans, man, you really should do your research before because it's a really delicate uh, world, if to say the least. You know what I mean? You definitely don't want to rush the process of smoking Cuban cigars. This cigar is gonna last me the whole stream, and it's a media corona. It's a 3.5 by 44. It'll last me the whole stream, 15 minutes at least. You know, somebody else will rush through the cigar, smoke it in 20 minutes, and talk smack about it because they got like a awful chart note, that like, dude, you fucking smoked it like if you were smoking a Marlboro Red. You're not supposed to do that with a Cuban cigar or a regular cigar for that matter. You know what I mean? Perfect example. Wednesday night, we smoked the LFD Suave Maduro, the new one, right? Number 6, box press torpedo. That cigar lasted me for the whole entire stream. I started that cigar 10 minutes before we started the stream. We usually go for 90 minutes. That's 100 minutes. And it barely made it through the end. You know what I mean? It's building up a little bit. That cigar, as soon as I lit up that cigar, I was like, okay, this cigar has some punch. It's got some characteristics of like Padron, almost like a Nicaraguan puro, right? Just because the wrapper on that one is MSA, I believe, but it was Nicaraguan binder and filler. So, Nicaraguan puro, you got to respect that. It's like drinking a Budweiser can. You know what I mean? You respect that can, bro. Not everybody drinks Budweiser because it'll put you on your booty. You know what I mean? Speaking from experience. So, I smoked it even slower than I even smoked a regular cigar, right? I let it rest, let it breathe. Thankfully, my cigar had great construction. It was self-sustained, meaning I could leave it there and for like 2 minutes and it wouldn't go away. I'm sorry, it wouldn't extinguish. So, experiment with cigars, experiment with humidity. Sometimes, like for example, the Wagashi we are talking about the other day, in the Discord, this one of our dudes bought a 10 pack, and I'm like, dude, that's one of my favorite brulees, the Wagashi, and then the OG, and then the blue is my least favorite. And he's like, the wrapper seems brittle, bro. What RH should I smoke it at? I'm like, yes, dude, smoke it at a higher RH. Experiment 62 to 66, maybe even 67. What flavor profile do you like? What you like isn't the same thing as I like. You know what I mean? So if you find a cigar that you really like the first time, you have to mimic the conditions, right? The temperature, the ambiance, the RH. It's very important. That's like RH and temperature are extremely important. Ambiance, environment comes second, because it makes a difference if you're smoking the cigar at a cigar lounge inside where there's no precipitation, there's no buildup from like the night mist or whatever. Um, as opposed to if you're smoking like me right here outside my yard, I'm covered here, so I'm keeping a lot of the buildup away, right? Because it's early in the morning. All right, let's go ahead and see. Let's see some comments here. It says, "Good morning, everyone. Sorry for missing the beginning. Speaking of Cuban cigars, that's why I'm speaking of Cuban cigars. That's why I'm late." So you grab the Cuban cigar from a local B&M. Where do you live, bro? What the fuck? I have a question for anyone choosing to answer. I see and hear so much about Opus. Is the hype worth it? It depends. It depends. Depends what you like, man. Like, for me, like the Oro Oscuro, the ones that have the yellow bands, that cigar never hit for me. I had construction issues. The profile was nasty. I I couldn't tell that it had like all these like nice uh, tobaccos that they're advertised to have. By the way, guys, I lit up my Cuban with this cigar here. It's a soft flame. You don't have to go fancy. You don't have to go buy a DuPont, a du, you know, bought this in Mexico for like 25 pesos, $1.25. It's refillable. You can't see the valve, but yeah, there you go. It's refillable. I had bought one in Peru also. If you know how to light a cigar, you can light it with this, with the pick. Please do not light a Cuban cigar with a torch. Respect the cigar. I'm just saying, you could light up your New Worlds with whatever you want, a fucking soldering fucking torch or whatever, but Cuban cigars need a lot more respect, in my opinion. They deserve it. You know what I mean? It's the best leaf on this earth for tobacco, for cigars. That's it. Bottom line. I don't care what anybody says. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Nobody's gonna take that away from me. Fabian says not all Opus X are good. Only some, depending on the ring size. You need to try a few. Yeah. The 25th anniversary Perfecto this year. Amazing cigar, fresh. Great cigar, man. Great fucking cigar. The last year's the LJ Peretti, not a very good cigar. Churchill, not a very good cigar. You hear me? What else? What other Opus have I smoked? Right off the bat, I smoked. Well, it's not an Opus, but the 20th anniversary. Good cigar. Good cigar. It's got like kind of like the same makeup, but different fucking wrappers. He don't even tell us what they are anyways, so I would call all those cigars opuses, to be honest with you, but just because it doesn't say on the band, right? But some people get mad when you do that. you know Cigar, to see, for a cigar you need time. If you don't have time, yes, dude. Yes, thank you, Fabian. Bro, that's awesome. Dude, different Vitolas were invented for different smoking times, okay? You need to pace yourself. You need to know how much a cigar is going to last you, right? Robustos have lasted me for 100 minutes, 110 minutes. If the cigar has a loose draw, obviously it's going to smoke faster. If it has a little bit of a tighter draw, hopefully it's not plugged. It's going to take a little bit longer. Let the cigar breathe. Take a puff. Chill. Let it breathe. Let it get some clean oxygen, right? So you don't have buildup. Look at this beautiful ash. Look at this. It's beautiful. Grayish white, dark. Sorry, the camera sucks today because my external is just all messed up. But it's beautiful, It's burning great. I love it. So pick the cigar according to how much time you have, There's textbook definitions, but for me, they do not apply it whatsoever because I smoke super slow. So that's what it is, Not from Opus that is, but those are my typical favorite sizes. That's awesome, dude. I think a lot of people like Toros. They say it's the perfect size. For me, the perfect size is a Robusto, a Rothschild, a Corona, a Lancero. If I have the time, I will smoke a Lancero. I love Lanceros. They're amazing. Churchills, it depends. It depends. It's a cigar dynamic. If it's dynamic, I fuck with the Churchill. If it's not dynamic, if it's kind of linear, too much of a cigar, unless it's really, really good, you just get like really good notes off of it, then yeah, I'll take it, Fabian saying in his opinion, Toros are the best. Okay, that's cool. So you're in New Jersey and they have Cuban cigars? What? Your palate isn't built for Opus? Shut up, bro. And what's up, Papi? Always light up a Cuban with the soft limb. Yes, sir. Always. What's up, Hugo? Happy Black Friday. What deals have you taken advantage of? Just the one I threw on the Discord, bro. The one that comes with the lighter. That's it. That's all I'm buying. For cigars, that's it. I gotta go get my kid some clothes. I gotta get her some accessories for our trip to Guadalajara. Um, and then, guys, is Sips and Sticks here? Okay, so check it out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because I am. Let me see. Window? No, 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 no. Hold up. Let me see. Let's go here. Where did I download that thing? Boom, boom, boom. Got that. Is that? Oh, dude, this is the wrong picture. What the fuck? Ah. Okay, this one here. Guys, shout out to Sips and Sticks for this right here. Sips and Sticks, the man dude, he was able to give me this Frenchie, bro. I've been wanting a dog again for the longest. I used to have a dude, I lost my other tab. Hold on. Where's my other tab at? Okay, we need to minimize this and we need to go there. Okay, cool. Danny's on. I used to have back in the day at my parents' house. I used to have a 3 dogs. I had a Cocker Spaniel. My mom wanted a Cocker Spaniel. The kids wanted a Cocker Spaniel. And then we got after that we got a little Chihuahua mini pincher mix. And then after that, my little brother came home with a red nose one time, and I was like, okay, the fuck are we gonna do with the red nose? Silly fucking red nose, dude. Like he was like the silliest pit bull. And then ever since that, like it's been like that was like even before my first marriage. So I was like 20, 21, 22, I don't know. Actually like mid-20s, and then now I have a dog. So thank you, DC, for hooking it up. It's a beautiful, beautiful Frenchie. The color is called Gray Merle. Gray Merle. And that little fucker doesn't even know where he's coming, dude. He's coming to Hugo Smokes. You know what I mean? We're gonna smoke Cuban cigars together. Hopefully next Friday he's gonna be right here. If he's not still sleeping, he's gonna be right here. Check on camera, all pimped out. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. We had to go pick him up today. He's up in the Bay Area, but we're gonna meet halfway or something like that. So yeah, that's cool. Thank you, DC. Thank you, 66 for that. I don't even know, he's not even in here. That shit was cool. Let's see. What's this guy saying? Toro is typically a sought after size. I want to get into Lanceros because there's a certain amount of patience that goes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one advice I can give you on Lanceros, bro, is don't smoke it fast. Don't smoke it fast because depending on what Lancero you got, bro, like you're gonna get like a lot of flavor. Like it's gonna like hit you like a train. You know what I mean? It's just gonna like bam, bam, bam. We were chilling with my boy Crazy Gringo one time, and he was smoking. What was he smoking, dude? I think he was smoking the year of the the year of the dragon, the year of the snake, year of the snake, something like that. I was like, dude, you're fucking no. It was his live stream. I was in the comments, and he was just puffing away. It was like 15 minutes into his show, and he was halfway. And he's like, yeah, this cigar sucks. I'm like, dude, you're fucking charring the shit out of it. Like, chill, bro. You know what I mean? Like, chill. Let the cigar breathe, bro. That's also true. I do have a simple mind, it's simple. I only know how to do algebraic, trigonomic functions, derivatives, integrals, multivariable calculus. It's a simple mind, dude. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I like Robusto, like my wife. That's right, baby. It's not about the size, it's about the motion in the ocean. Black Friday cigar dealers haven't been much different in a year. Yeah, dude, I'm cool, bro. I'm pretty set. I probably shouldn't even have bought that box because I don't know where I'm gonna put it. My cigar humidor is like super packed, bro. My cigar humidors, the fridges, dude, they're fucking full, dude. It's better than a Padron or Family Reserve. Um, yes, yeah, I agree with JD. Yeah, it's a different animal, dude. You cannot compare Padrones, Nicaraguan Puro, to Dominican tobacco, in my opinion. You cannot. Dominican tobacco is a lot more cleaner, a lot more floral, a lot more, even I would dare to say a lot more complex than Nicaraguan Puro. Nicaraguan Puro is like earth, pepper, leather, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Padrones, dude, like, come on. It's like you got a taco, okay, you got a taco, right? And you throw fucking what's that? Habanero. You throw jalapenos, okay, the spiciest fucking chilies. You still have like the carne asada, which is good, right? So that's the padron, and then you get another taco, and you have pico de gallo, which is chopped up jalapenos, onion, cilantro, tomato, and a little bit of like a red chili sauce or green chili sauce. It's still spicy, but it's not the habanero spice. You see what I'm saying? This one here with the pico de gallo is a Dominican, is the opus. You see what I'm saying? And you can't compare them. So yeah, no, dude. Padrones are like they're for big boys. My respects for Padron. Actually, out of curiosity, I just picked up a 5 pack of a 5,000 series, the Robustos, just so I can have them in my humidor, smoke one, and save them for like 5 years. Because I hear that after a certain amount of years, they're just like money. Uh, I don't know what the conditions are. They're gonna arrive if they're already like aged. If the cell's already yellow, hopefully they're gonna smoke pretty good. But if you got like some fresh ones, forget about it, bro. Forget about it. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, that's that. Now the family reserve, that's a different story. Those are like different different variants on the tobacco leaves. Obviously, they're super more high quality than your 1,000 series padrones, right? So yeah, padron is fuck that, dude. It's like kind of like Chico from. No, dude. Is Chico a Frenchie? I thought Chico was a terrier. The Blue Label Dumped Peen. I tried the 20th anniversary Toro. I think it was okay. It was all right. Haven't had any Lanceros yet. Maybe in the near future. What's up, Julio? Welcome, bro. Oh, look, I can use a calculator and replace you, cabrón. First of all, you gotta know how to use the calculator and punch in your variance. If you don't know how to punch it in and the functions, then you're SOL, baby. Hey, SOTL. Shit out, shit out of, look, out of SOL. Yeah. Wait, we missed a right here. Saying I sometimes smoke a Robusto cigar while driving home from work, but only when there's a lot of traffic. Yes, exactly. You time it right. Beautiful. I love it. Mm, I'm actually at work troubleshooting on a BMW while he will. Nice. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. 64 series, ages well, 10 years. The 64 series is very good. The Maduro, I've smoked even like the big boys, the 6x60s, which they feel like more like 6x58s. And even though they have pack and punch, they have a very nice nuanced profile. Yes, 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 they do. 26s haven't visited yet, so I don't know anything about it. But most people are torn between 64s and 26, in my opinion, or from what I've heard. Hmm. Yeah, for padrones, everybody says the Maduro is the way to go. It's a lot softer, a lot a little bit more easy on the palate. The retro is tolerable. And what I liked about that 64 is that uh, it was a complex cigar where like it starts off very Nicaraguan puro, then it changes. It's dynamic. It changes on the strength, on the intensity. It lowers. It decreases. It increases. That's good. I like that stuff. When it's like that. So Padron doesn't innovate. They're good at one thing and they stick to it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Uh, they're just Padron smokers are Padron smokers. They're gonna smoke Padrones all the time. We got our boy Steven Ayon, smokes Padrones all the time, bro. He's a cop, bro. He needs that punch. He's used to like seeing like all these things and being out in the streets. He's 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 a man, dude. He's a PD, bro, detective or whatever. I think I already answered that question. Complex means dynamic whenever there's a change, either on the intensity, boldness, strength, and flavor profile. The contrary would be linear, you know, a linear cigar. You get just the same thing throughout the experience. It doesn't change. It's static, not dynamic. We got the 64 tonight. Cool, nice. What size? Uh, the one thing I do want to mention is that I'm very intrigued, and I haven't pulled the trigger on the Patron's 64 special Vitola that I not a special Vitola, but a special Vitola for me. It is the Monarch. Okay, Monarch, and I'm saying that because when the state where I'm from, that's the national butterfly, the Monarch, the Monarca. So I was like, oh, Padron has a Monarch, which is a Lonsdale size, I believe. It's box press, but Lonsdale, and it looks very sexy, very elegant. So I would really want to try that cigar, and I hope I like it because I just love the name of the Vitola, Monarch, dude. Los Monarcas de Morelia. They used to be a soccer team in first division, Major League Soccer in Mexico. A couple of my buddies from Cal Poly Pomona, we used to go to Guadalajara just to watch. They rooted for the same team. We played Chivas at the Akron, and we went for like 3 consecutive years. Had a great time, and after that, they sold the damn team to Sinaloa. Now they're the FC Mazatlan FC football club. That's what that team does. They used to like build teams and then just sell them to other states, which kind of sucks. We have a team in the minors, which I hope that they go up to the majors, but it's called Atletico. It's not going to be called Monarcas anymore. So yeah, that's that. Let me see. 3000 series was freaking great. The 64 gives you more flavor profiles than the 26. More coffee, dark chocolate, espresso flavors. That sounds very, very accurate for a Padron. Uh, totally. You know, not that that's like, written in stone, because we're all going to describe flavors a different way because it's subjective. But I'm not mad at that description. Yeah, you got it, balls deep. The one cigar that always gives me that punch adrenaline is the Monte Cristo 98. Now you're talking about the general cigars, or like whatever, not the Cuban, right? Not the Cuban. No, that was the 80th, I think. Yeah, I think it's the 64 Maduro Exclusivo 5.5 by 50. Nice. That should be a good smoke, dude. Little nice robusto. Oh yeah. Thank you, Keith. By the way, for people that are watching, see if I go here. I'll be in San Diego area 2 weeks from now, the weekend of the 13th. I get there Friday night, leave Sunday evening, but I will be hitting up Churchill's in downtown. I think it's downtown. I don't know, but Churchill's Cigar Lounge. It's probably like the best cigar lounge in San Diego. Uh, Ben Smoking is already committed to that. Thank you, buddy. And Keith said that he might pull up. So I'm expecting a nice turnout for that. And I'm going there with my best man because he couldn't accompany me to Guadalajara, unfortunately. He's a very busy gentleman in his job, okay? He's like the head mechanic for factory engineer, I would say, more like industrial engineer. He works for this company that they process the dough for the pizzas for Costco. Those guys have factories here in LA, Chicago, Illinois, New York, and they go to conventions in Italy a lot. So my boy from junior high, Eddie, he's my best man, amazing gentleman. He is the type of person where like I can call him at 2, 3 in the morning, and just be like, bro, my car broke down, and I need you to come over here, bro. Can you come? He's like, yeah, drop me a pin. Obviously nowadays, you have AAA, but back in the days we didn't. Eddie and I, we went through a lot of stuff in our early years. We kind of have like the same background. Uh, and yeah, man, he's an amazing human being. So I will be down there with him. It was his idea to go to San Diego, and originally he wanted me to go to. By the way, I'm done with the cigar. 50 minutes, 50 minutes on this Corona, media Corona. He wanted to go originally on the trolley, which you go like you get beer tastings and stuff like that, and then you go to this winery. And then I was like, how much is it? Originally, he thought it was like $120. I was like, all right, that's kind of cool because they include like a light lunch, right? Um, but then I guess they changed it where like they added the wineries, and now it's like $190. But you're on the trolley, right, in San Diego. And I'm like, hey man, that's not worth it. We're not doing that, bro. It's too much money for what we're getting. And let's just go have lunch somewhere, go to the winery, have some wine, and then in the evening, let's go to Churchill's, because he actually went and did that with one of his work buddies. And he's like, dude, my boy Hugo would love coming to the cigar lounge. And I'm like, yes, I would. Yes, I would. So you did great, man. Dude, I think I'm gonna be in your arms, bro. You're like fucking double my size, bro. I'm only fucking 3'5", 3'6". Hugo, do you have what we consider as your go-to everyday cigar? And if so, uh, dude, you want to know what I can just pull out of my humidor and just smoke every day? And Oliva, Connecticut Reserve, and Robusto, or long or elegant Laguito number 2 Elegantes. or a the white label La Paulina. I love Connecticut's, bro. Like I can smoke Connecticut's anywhere. Obviously, if you're talking about Cubans, any fucking Cuban dude is my go-to. But unfortunately, not because of the price, but because of their scarcity, I wouldn't dare smoke a Cuban every day because I just have 3 boxes right now. That's it. You know, I gotta half of that's gonna go to the wedding. You know what I mean? So yeah, dude, that would be like my go-tos. Martinique Lancero. I don't like the Corona Gorda. More robust. Uh, Bronzeback, the bronzy, the original one, the Rothschild. Amazing cigar. Lampert Ocean Breeze. Wagashi, the Dunbar Tobacco Perlay, the OG. I love it. It's a battle between the Wagashi and the OG for me. The blue didn't do it for me. It was just way too light, woody, and way too light. I didn't like it. But yeah, big shout out to Eddie. Yeah, man, Eddie's the man, dude. Fucking Eddie. And Gabriel's the man too, because he was the one that went with me. Gabriel took Eddie's place when we went to Guadalajara, man. He's a real deal, bro. You know, he let me get drunk and shit, and he was fucking driving. He never drives in Mexico. First time driving, and then he's like, "Fuck yeah, dude, 2, 3 in the morning." I'm like, "How do we get home?" I'm like, I fucking drove. Oh, how do we get to the Airbnb? Thanks a lot, Gabriel. You know, should I smoke a regular Liga 9 Toro today or an Unico? Um, the Unico series, I would say the Liga 9, dude. Liga 9 is pretty good, pretty solid. Bunch of like fake smoke on it though, but whatever. You know, it's cocoa, chocolate, earth. It's all right if you like that profile. What Cuban are you? Wait, what Cuban are you having those days? Are you going to be out in San Diego? Um, yes, I'm taking some of the ones we bought. So I have Kedor Say 50s, the H up and half Coronas, and I have hold up real quick. False alarm, man. Somebody was calling me. I thought it was my brother, but I don't know. I think they're gonna call back right now. Yeah, so I'll take a few of each, you know, because depending on how many guys go, I'll just hook them up, you know, one each or whatever. You didn't like Connecticut's that much before? Yeah, I did. I was just experimenting with a bunch of cigars, dude. Like I have so many fucking cigars to review to smoke, and now I'm just like I'm not gonna do all that shit. You know, I'm just gonna review the ones that I want. That's it. Whatever I smoke, I'm still gonna consider them for my end of the year list because who cares, right? I smoked them this year, so it is what it is. Gabriel, I was trying to make you look good, bro. Like saying, like, "Hey, bro, this you took up on a challenge, but you just killed it for yourself, bro." Driving to Mexico is something else, not the same. It's exactly the same thing. Just those guys are fucking like if you're driving down the 5 freeway every day, you know, very aggressive. So you just got to keep your eyes open and your ears wide open as well. You know what I mean? Because if you get honked in Mexico, you're not a good driver. You suck. Anyways, guys, that's been episode 78. That's all I got. We need to go handle some things with my wife now and my daughter. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the new people in here. Thanks. If you guys wanna jump on my Discord, there's a bunch of good guys in there. We just chat about cigars. Chat about cigars. We put a bunch of deals in there. There's a new 18 and over section in there, which is fucking off the hook. And yeah, hit me up on Instagram. or my email is on my bio in YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer. Gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.